level of belief that he understands and he knows and he operates with. I just don't believe that those calling plays share that same belief consistently all the time. And to your point, if they did, we would see more of a mixed bag of, okay, we can throw the ball to open up our running game. We can run the ball to open up our passing game, and we see it fluidly.
You would see it like how the Niners 2 years ago.
Correct. And we just don't see that with this team.
McCaffrey and Purdy.
And so what I thought was interesting, and it was the biggest story is definitely the Eagles. Their willingness, because the idea for viewers and for even us as players is, man, we got to go in here. We're going to make some adjustments. We got to change what we're doing. Mm-hmm. That does not happen. I know it seems like that happens because it's like, man, it's obvious. Well, you got to throw the ball. It doesn't always happen because you have a game plan, you have things that you run, and you feel like you owe it an opportunity to kind of just we got to try it. We got to at least put it out there. Well, in this game, at some point, which happened at halftime, you've had 8 pass plays, 4 completions, 22 offensive snaps, 4 consecutive 3-and-outs. It's not working.
Yeah,
we know we are supposed to be able to be the team that we can just run when we want to. However, we have Jaylen, who's shown he can throw the ball. We have AJ, who hasn't been involved all season long yet. We have Devontae. We have Goddard. When they made the big play to AJ Brown, they were in single high. The Rams were in single high. The very next play, they went to 2 deep safety. You know who gets the touchdown? Dallas Goedert right down the middle. Why? Because they went to that guy and they allowed number 1 to make a play in the passing game. So it changes now how the defense has to play you. When you are the Philadelphia Eagles, we get it. You can run the ball. You have a style of which you want to impose your will on and enforce onto the game. If it's not working, you also have the ability and the luxury, not like most teams, to where we can beat you in
different ways.
We can win a bunch of different ways. Our quarterback just told you.
I agree with everything you guys said. They have to start throwing the ball more. And I said earlier, Greg, if they have doubts about Jaylen, I don't know why you would at this point. Every time it seems like he has to throw, he does it well. But the time is now. Because if you see it's for some reason it's not working, he's not throwing it well, you can always go back. But they need to open, and that will open things up for Saquon too. But I want to take it, because I agree with you guys, to the Rams. This is now 4 straight losses they've had to the Eagles. They've never beaten Jaylen Hurts.
3 in the last 10 months.
Yeah, and obviously, like, this is a game you're feeling like we outplayed, that we should have won this game. And now you give it up. It's kind of like we've talked about with the Chiefs and the Ravens, or the Chiefs and the Bills in the AFC. Like, they got to be in the Rams' head on this.
Can I ask you a question for you? Because I feel like you created we'll call it a sports debate bar that was right up on the line of too far. And it's when you were talking about something and Brew said, that's an unacceptable position. Or no, what did you say? It's an unacceptable opinion.
That's based on
you. I was like, my word is against you.
I was like, that one stung. I'm like, I don't even know if that's within bounds of like what we do. So I'm going to show you, this is the graphic because you were just talking about it. Jaylen Hurts versus Matthew Stafford. Because when I defend Jaylen Hurts, a lot of people say, well, Stafford, they both have a Super Bowl. Jaylen Hurts been to 2. And now it's 4 wins against 0. And completion percentage, total yards, yards per pass, touchdowns and turnovers are tied, and passer rating all are in Jaylen Hurts. Are you willing, Brew, to say it is an unacceptable opinion for someone to hold that currently Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback in the NFL than Jaylen Hurts?
I get that he's everybody's All-American, all right? And he throws a beautiful ball.
The arm angle.
That's always been the case. I do think, though, Waz, like, one of the points I wanted to make, at this point, we have to stop saying Matthew Stafford's better than Jaylen Hurts. Like, I think Hurts should be above Stafford right now.
Thank you.
They both, like you said, got 1 Super Bowl. I'll give you that Stafford, is the traditional, throws it really well. But all the other things that Jaylen does, obviously he uses his legs better. Not to mention Stafford's 37. And the head-to-head, I'm not going totally head-to-head because Hurts is not better than Mahomes. But in those head-to-head matchups, he's outplaying Stafford. Yesterday, the game was there for the taking.
And
Stafford
by the way,
did not deliver.
To be fair, I mean, Stafford also is not on the field goal block team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to be, I mean,
but he in the last 29 minutes, he.
No, I understand. Well, except for at the very end, drove him down to what should have been a chip shot field goal and it got blocked. In a previous field goal, it got blocked. But it's not us you need to convince that, KW.
What?
It's Kevin Patullo. Kevin Patullo is the person who it appears does not think Jaylen Hurts is better than Matt Stafford. Because I don't think the OC there.
OC for 3 games.
Right. I'm just saying you got to convince him. Yeah. Well, Hurts.
I would imagine that Jaylen's going to talk with Sirianni and. I mean, this is ridiculous.
They should just be a little more balanced.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to throw it 40 times, but.
So much for the undefeated season.
And I got no pushback for saying Hurts is better than Stafford.
Oh, we didn't have time. Dust said we had to get to this.
Browns throw a flurry of punches with under 4 minutes to go to steal the round in the game. J-Lo turned into J-Lo were your expectations behind an offensive line that lost 2 starters on Sunday. Greg, are you worried about your Packers?
No, I'm not worried about them. This is what happened yesterday, and shout out to Coach Mangini, man. I gotta shout out to Coach.
Y'all got 18 upset alert points.
And it's not just about calling. It's not just about making the pick. It's what he said could happen, how he said it could happen, and that's exactly what we saw unveiled itself. But this can't happen. That interception that we're going to show, that we're going to talk about, is the very reason I looked to you a couple weeks ago and I said, man, the Packers, they have everything. The one individual that can't put them in disadvantages defensively and as a team is number 10. It's Jordan Love. That right there, your team.
Just win the game.
The Browns cannot go the length of the field and put the ball in the end zone. They hadn't done it all game. Yes, they got the 3 points. You just gave them the ball in the red zone. Put your defense at a disadvantage. They just got off the field.
Yeah.
This is what you can't do. The game is in, I get it. It's a 1-score game. But these are the mistakes that if he makes them, this is what will derail their opportunity to achieve something great.
Just throw up the win-loss record if we can when he doesn't turn the ball over. It's the story.
Yeah.
And by the way, that 14-4, most of those games before they had Micah Parsons, before they had this type of
Yeah, that's a good point.
Jordan Love does not have the DNA or style of a game manager.
No.
But that's what they need from him. You know what I mean? Like they need it.
But he also doesn't have the ability to be Superman either. He hasn't
He's not
shown.
Patrick Mahomes.
No, he hasn't shown that he can be Josh Allen. He has some.
No,
he's right in between.
But he just needs to. What
that
were you
manager.
Superstar. I'm upset at our producing staff.
Why?
Because you mentioned game manager, and our producer, Dusty, who is an Eagles fan, who's supposed to give me counts to commercial, and hey, we have this sound, says, wish they had Jaylen. Just talking as an Eagles fan.
Oh, yeah.
In my ears.
But no, by the way, that part is, I was gonna, like that is an argument for Jaylen Hurts. Is Jaylen Hurts in that spot? Just doesn't make that.
Not going to turn the ball over.
You know what I mean? He's not going to turn. He's probably not even going to throw it. He's going to drop back. If it's not wide open, I'm going to try to run for these 3 yards.
Take a sack.
Yeah, you just can't make that mistake.
Dust, you have any other Eagle stuff? Eagle stats?
By the way, I muted Dust on Twitter. He's too annoying during Sunday football.
What was it?
He hates the Chiefs, and he's tweeting all this stupid stuff. Sorry.
First design run for Jaylen Hurts all year.
Okay, buddy, go to commercial.
He's got it ready.
We're way late. Dust, do your job.
Dusty's looking at Eagles highlights and trying to produce.
I get it.
I love it, Dust.
Everybody, follow Call Me D Block and then mute it.
And then mute it. Cowboy season over. Next.
Let's order boring, overpriced food for the game.